Hello and welcome to another video from the Ginger and the Travelling Coffee Cup. Today's video starts at the beautiful Chathill station in Northumberland, and we're heading to Sandbach station near Crewe. Why are we doing that video, you ask? Because Northern did a thing where they basically for 3 days released tickets for £2, and I thought, well, I've always wanted to go from the south, well, the north of the Northern network to the south. Here's how much it normally costs. I got it for £10. I did do an intro at Newcastle station, but this is beautiful. Sunrise and that station building, beautiful. So yeah, let's start our journey. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back to 10 minutes ago when I got the train to that platform, and how gorgeous and how quirky this station in rural Northumberland is. And we're going to get another fast train going through in about a couple of minutes. So the next thing you'll see will be me, then the fast trains that we see coming through here before we go back south. So, we've made it. First stop on our £10 journey from pretty much 20 miles from Scotland all the way to about 10 miles from Crewe. So better get back on the train, back down south. Telephone box with a defibrillator in it. This is how far we are. This is amazing. Crossing, which what I do, we need to get across ASAP before another El Zuma whittles past us and blows us off our feet. Look at the sunrise! Beautiful. Now, I'm going to show you the difference in platform here. Look at this. Now, the northbound platform, look at that beautiful station building. I wish I could live there. Imagine, how do I get to your house, Paul? Get to Chathill station. Versus the southbound platform. Yeah. Very different. Very, very different. In fact, considering the amount of building work going on inside there, I don't think we're allowed in. So, we're not going in there, guys. No entry. The train that we got on is now changing sides, obviously. It's come south. The funniest bit for me was the fact that as we were pulling in, there was like 3 LNR Zimmers, one after the other, and I'm thinking, that northern train's quick, but I don't think it's that quick. But yeah, what a beautiful place to start a video. That's gorgeous. Even I think that's beautiful. So we're going to wait for the train to come on there, and then head south back to Newcastle. And that sounds very weird to say, heading south to Newcastle. But that's what we're doing. But this is just gorgeous. What a beautiful part of the world. Next stop, Newcastle. As much as I love being here, right, there's only one slight problem. Because there's only like 2 trains a day. 2 to that platform and 2 from this platform. So if we missed the train going south now, we'd be here for 12 hours, and there's not a lot here to do for 12 hours, I can't lie. Be a great spot to get some like fast trains going through, but yeah. If I can do it, I'll put up now the price of the Uber that it would cost to get back to Newcastle. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm guessing they're probably waiting for an LNR Zuma to whittle past, and then they're going to come onto the platform, because the train's gone north and it needs to go south. So we're going to wait for that. But yeah, what a lovely, lovely backdrop. I mean, I'm not going to get many better than that, am I? especially on the train station platform in Britain. I mean, that is just gorgeous. gorgeous. That is a beautiful station. What a brilliant place to start a video. Sunrise out that window is gorgeous. But yeah, I love this part of the world. And seeing parts of it that I've never seen before is always fun. But I can see why Chathill only gets 2 trains a day in each direction, because the speed that that Voyager and the LNER Azuma went through, I mean, that was biblically quick. Yeah. So, the next stop for us will be Newcastle, where we get off. We're not staying on to Carlisle, we're going to get the train after that. I didn't realise this was going to go to Carlisle, but there you go. More fun though. What a gorgeous place. What a gorgeous station that was. I mean, one side, not the other. Although I'd like to see what that building was like when it's finished and the rebuilding work's done, because it looks like it's sagging at the top. So I'll see you in Newcastle. So there we go, Chathill to Newcastle. I've got to say I actually really enjoyed that trip on 156478. Beautiful. So we're going to be here for an hour and then we're going to go to Carlisle. I didn't know that one was going to Carlisle, but we live and learn by mistakes. But if I didn't go, we wouldn't have seen this. Well, we're back on one of those to Carlisle. But I'm going to go get some breakfast because we started early and I need something to eat. So let's go find Costa Coffee, shall we? Doral Air Force Northern. Taking us over to our next station called Carlisle. That's next time we'll be in Newcastle for 2025.
Northern train to Carlisle. Next station stop is Hexham.
Not stopping very many times on this train. Stopping it last time. We got it the other way. Yeah, so far so good. Trains on time. So, just up from 156480, we're now going on to 158908. One platform to the other, quick swap, and we're on our way again. And this one looks a bit full, so let's find a seat and hunker down for the trip along the South Carlisle Railway and across the Riverhead Viaduct. Let's do it, shall we? Left Armouth Way. This train is full. Someone was saying it now got off. Good thing is, we're on the right side to see Riverhead Viaduct. It's about an hour for me. A couple of 30 seconds to be you. But the views out the window on this line are brilliant. When I was on the train to Newcastle, I actually slept for most of it. Got just outside Carlisle, timing. And this was the connection I was so worried about. I'm so grateful. A, we got it. B, we got a seat. We did really well. So, hopefully, we should be alright. Well, the weather's not playing ball, but it is gorgeous. So, yeah. Chathill done, Newcastle done, Carlisle done, Leeds next. £10. Yeah, I'm going to be sleeping tonight, I can guarantee you that. But this is what we do. This is what I do anyway, to make this fun. So, we're now at Dent. Highest station in England, maybe even the UK, but it's definitely the highest station in England, which means the next stop is Riverhead. The phone's just come over that window. Probably don't know what it is, I apologise. This one, probably said that on one of the videos. Well, I can't help with the train window, but hopefully out that window we'll see Riverhead and then the station. But I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see Dent Station. You can actually stay in that station house, and it's a fortune. So, 1 year I'm going to have to go on foreign holiday and stay there because 1,150 feet above sea level. This station, highest station in England, if not Britain. So, yeah, next stop, my favourite on the route, purely because of the viaduct. Hopefully we'll be back in January to see one of the Avanti trains go over because they can't go through Penrith, so they have to go through the South Carlisle Railway. Bonus. So far, this journey's been great. The weather's let us down, but you know, what can I just say? That sunrise in Newcastle this morning, beautiful. So, the next thing I see out of that window will be the Riverhead Viaduct beneath us and Riverhead Station coming alongside us. Try and get the best video I can of it, I promise.
Ribbleton. If you're leaving the train here, please take a moment to ensure you have everything with you. Keep tickets handy until you leave the station.
Please mind the gaps between the train and the platform edge.
And please do not try to use the foot crossing until the train has left the station.
Yeah, you can see the cars parked there for the walks. So this guy's, if you look back, what are you pointing at?
Yeah, exactly. You have to sit this way and look back. And by the time you look at the window, it's strong on the side and you can see on the way back there. No, I'm not there. It's just like a green sit on.
It's my favourite viaduct anywhere in Britain. I love that viaduct on the station, and the fact that this camera thought it best to look at this murky window than the helicopter did, whatever it was doing, is something I don't understand. But still, first I was in a helicopter going over the river, so that was fun. Yeah. Trains I know of that has a trolley service. I think it's only as far as Chathill because it's South Carolina Railway, obviously. So, yeah. Next up, Leeds. I'm supposed to know to be a bit better than this. I doubt it though. But yeah, we've got to stay at one of the stations on here. We'll be back hopefully in January to see the Atlantic West Coast thundering over that viaduct. That'll be something to see. I'll see you. So, we have brought back of this massive Herculean journey. We're now in Leeds. I did go outside the gate line to get some lunch because it is currently 10 to 2 and I haven't eaten since Newcastle. So normally that would be like a 1 hour, 2 hour journey, but instead it's been several. But it's been fun nonetheless. The train taking us to Manchester Victoria is here, so we're going to get some platform for that. And then once we get to Victoria, it's just a quick hop on the tram across Manchester to Piccadilly, and then Piccadilly to our final station stop, Sandbach. I've been up and on the Shuttle Club all the way for what feels like an age. I forgot how mine is. I remembered as soon as I went through Riverhead. So we'll go back there sooner or later. But let's head towards our train now, which will take us back to Manchester.
Yeah.
String of 150s, it's now time for the 195 to take over. And that'll take us through Bradford to Manchester Victoria. So it's nice to get a different train than what we've been on for the past number of hours. And Leeds is a station I do actually enjoy doing my trains web videos from, so we do need to come back here and do a trains web video from here. Not today though. All in all, this journey from when we started at Chathill to Sandbach will take roughly 12 hours. 12 hours for £10? That's not too bad on a train. Considering how much the journey from Aberdeen to Penzance cost back in a couple of months ago. So we'll find a seat to sit down and we'll make our way south back to Manchester. But as we're in Leeds, I had wondered when I would see the special Northern that they did for Rob Burrow. Well, platform. And it's got its green light to go as well, so we might be seeing that leave. Went to New Underseas Association quite rightly, and that is a lovely touch from Northern as well. We've now got one train journey left after this one, and then we've done it. And the delays have started because the ones coming in at Manchester are being delayed. So the one into Victoria is fine, it's the ones in and out it's the one in out of Piccadilly that's the problem. So it's actually giving us more time. So it allows this one to be slightly delayed, which is good, I suppose. But it has been fun, seeing all the different parts of the UK and seeing how fast Northern's network is. Well, I'll come back to you near Manchester.
This is Parkland. Find the gap between the train and the platform edge.
So I left Newcastle to Chathill at 5 to 6 this morning. It's now 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm in the very familiar surroundings of Manchester, Victoria, which means I've got, two stations to go to now. I've got to get across town to Piccadilly, and then to our final station called Sandbach. Wonder what train I'm going to get. One of these, or will it be another 150? Who knows? But one thing I do, that train was really quick. Even though it went through like Bradford, Halifax, Hebden Bridge and all the way around there, it still got here pretty quick. And the weather has not followed me from the northeast, I do apologise, but there we go.
We are sorry to announce that the 1536 Northern service to Leeds is delayed by approximately 5 minutes. This service is between Moorside and Swinton.
So I think that's the Chester train. It starts in Chester and goes to Leeds. But yeah, 195008 and 195006 got me all the way back to Victoria. So now we have got a bit of time on our hands. So I think I might walk across Manchester to Piccadilly, but we'll see what happens. Last train, Manchester Piccadilly to Sandbach, and it's late. But anyway, let's get on it through the airport to Sandbach. Let's go. The thing is, if I'd done this the opposite way around, started at Sandbach and then went north, I would have made Chathill today, and I'd do it tomorrow, which would have meant that the whole challenge was a fail. So we did it this way around, and we're going to make it.
Yes, it's just
This
a plain
train
straight
should be
one,
leaving
and it's
now,
got,
but as I said, it is late.
It's got one strap
So
in
exactly what time we're going to leave, I don't know.
and it's like tight fitting, and then it's got like
But it is starting to go
back thing,
dark.
not waddling.
At
And then
25 to
I'm
5.
gonna wear my heels.
Every time it's October.
That I wore for my birthday.
As we get to Sandbach,
And
it's
then
dark.
take a pair of trainers to get changed.
I spent the whole daylight hours on these
Either
things.
trainers or
Welcome aboard this Northern Train
I'll have
2.
to decide.
Crew. We'll be calling
Yes, I will do.
at Sandbach Road,
Ella wants to get a
So,
Burnie,
I will see you at some point on the road, probably at the
Chathill,
airport, and then finally to close out
Manchester Airport.
Sandbach. So, we made it. Late, but we made it. Sandbach. 12 hours and 10 minutes after we left Newcastle first thing this morning to start the video at Chathill. But all for £10. I mean, I've spent every daylight hour either on a train or on the platform. That is how long it has taken. There's probably half an hour to 40 minutes of daylight left, and I'm at Sandbach station. And we have finally done the whole length of the country from one end to the other. The whole of the northern network from north to south. Chathill in the north to Sandbach in the south, even though we're technically still in the north of England. But that means that the video has run its course, and quite rightly, with that as a backdrop. I think it's time to end today's video. I do enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notification button for the video. Me, and I promise this time, the coffee cup, even though he's damaged, we'll see you in the next one.